Matthew Orr, Hunter Robinson, and Matt Brubaker were among a group of about 7 men who traveled to the Phoenix area for a bachelor party that weekend. On the evening of July 30th, a Friday, the men hiked Echo Canyon Trail around the same time Tremonti and Dizdar were there. All 3 men report having seen Dizdar and or Tremonti, and one believes he spoke to Tremonti after she and Dizdar split up on the trail. Orr said he remembers seeing the pair behind them before later seeing Dizdar climbing alone, and Robinson took a photograph that he would later realize captured Tremonti and Dizdar in the background. Orr said he believes the photograph was taken at the moment Tremonti decided to turn back while Dizdar continued toward the summit. Although Orr was too far from the pair to hear their conversation, he said it did not appear to be amicable. It appeared to be some sort of dispute. The visiting hiker said he believes he saw Dizdar after he split with Tremonti, and that the more experienced hiker passed him on the trail going toward the summit. Orr said he tried to make small talk with Dizdar, who was hiking faster than him. Everyone was friendly, but he ignored me. That's why I remembered him, Orr said. Brubaker said he was struggling with the hike and fell behind his group as they were climbing, though his friends routinely checked on him. Based on the witness accounts, Brubaker may have been behind Tremonti and Dizdar when they split up. He said he remembers seeing the pair walk past him. They were going pretty quick, and later saw Tremonti hiking back down alone. Brubaker said he remembered seeing Tremonti earlier and asked how she was doing when they passed on the trail. Tremonti responded, "It's too freaking hot. I'm turning around." "We didn't bring any water today," Brubaker said. He also said Tremonti did not appear to be in serious trouble and was in relatively good spirits. She did not ask for any water or help. As previously reported, Dizdar told police that he and Tremonti did not bring water on their hike, something the hikers who were there the same day find shocking. Tremonti's friends and family who spoke to Crime Online earlier this month said they don't understand why Tremonti, who was very active and conscious about staying hydrated, would have agreed to a desert hike without water, though it was reportedly her first time hiking. All 3 men from the bachelor party group spoke of an encounter with Dizdar at the bottom of the trail after their hike, and Dizdar was not able to find Tremonti. The men were seated at a picnic table in a shaded area, they said, when Dizdar approached then and asked if they had seen the woman he was with. The 3 visiting hikers who spoke to Crime Online had somewhat varying recollections of this conversation, with Brubaker noting that he was pretty worn out by that time. But Brubaker believes he told Dizdar that he may have seen Tremonti and described their brief exchange. Dizdar did not ask any follow-up questions. Brubaker said all 3 men said they felt Dizdar's behavior was odd for someone who had lost their hiking companion. It didn't seem like he was that interested in finding her. "I would be frantic," Robinson said. Dizdar also threw out the fact that the girl he was with wasn't his girlfriend, and that she was from out of town and he didn't know her that well. The men left Camelback Mountain that day, but continued to follow the news and discuss the incident among themselves. After learning that Tremonti had died, Two of the men contacted police to share their observations and possibly their concerns about Dizdar's behavior after Tremonti disappeared. Earlier in the first week of August, Orr sent a detective the photo of Tremonti and Dizdar on the trail. Robinson called Phoenix police at the direction of Scottsdale police, but said he was not able to fully share his observations. Robinson said that a member of the department he reached on the phone directed him to submit his tips at Silent Witness, a website that fields anonymous tips. I didn't get to say everything I wanted to say, Robinson said, noting nothing that the online form does not ask for the tipster's contact information, noting that the online form did not ask for the tipster's contact information. The whole thing just doesn't make sense. It annoyed me that they didn't care enough to get my name and number. Brubaker is expected to be in contact with Phoenix police about encountering Tremonti on the trail after she separated from Dizdar. Police continue to treat Dizdar only as a witness. Although he is a murderer, he murdered that girl, caused her death, and that is not up for debate. His having gone down the hill without her, gone up the rest of the trail without her and telling her to go back down alone was an act of murder. And committing that act, he murdered. He sealed her murder, despite possible inconsistencies in the account he provided on the day Tremonti went missing.